Hello guys, this is Bhagesh Codebeast. This is the second part of how to hack with WSL2, that is Windows Subsystem for Linux, and Kali Linux. So in this video we'll learn how to set up a virtual Android system on your laptop itself, because there are certain payloads or files which are going to create in order to experiment whether they work on a device or not, in order not to compromise any physical device. For example, maybe a phone. It's better to create a virtual system to experiment with the things which you'll be building. So for that purpose, we'll be building a virtual Android or virtual Windows system again. I'll be introducing you all to that in the next upcoming video. In this video, we'll understand how to set up a Android device, a virtual Android device, using the services which are out there. So usually if you want to emulate a Android device, there are two options. First being BlueStacks. It's a very famous tool to emulate an Android device, but mainly used for gaming. And what I'll be talking about is Android Studio. This again is a very famous device to build applications for Android. So why not BlueStacks and why download Android Studio? So BlueStacks basically does not get installed or does not operate if you have WSL, that is Windows Subsystem for Linux. There is an alternative for this, that is BlueStacks for WSL, but that's still in beta version, so I would not encourage you all to use it. So the best option right now is Android Studio. One more reason why Android Studio, because we'll be sending some SMSs or some text messages or calling to the virtual device in order to access the data. So in order to do that, it's better to have Android Studio, wherein you can make virtual calls or send virtual texts, which can be done right into the Android Studio. You don't need any external device for that purpose. Just type in Android Studio in Google. The first hit will be your Android Studio itself. If you see the website, it's developer.android.com. You can just type in directly this and you'll get to the website. And all you have to do is click on the download button, which is shown here. This basically is a So it's basically a Windows application, that is exe, and it will install Android Studio in your system. Once you have downloaded, no need to set it up. Just click on accept and just skip all the steps. And once you're done with that, just open Android Studio. Since all we are concerned with is building a virtual Android machine, we don't need to know about anything extra in Android Studio. We'll directly jump into the section on the right hand side top, which says AVD Manager, that is Android Virtual Device Manager. It's a cell phone icon with an Android logo. All you have to do is just click once, and after that a pop-up will appear. You won't have this data on your device, because this is something which I created after I installed it. So the way you create virtual device is go down below and click on the create virtual device option. After this, you'll be prompted with all the options or all the devices which can be created using this Android Studio or AVD virtual device configuration. You can also select from TVs, Wear OS, tablet, automotive, whichever device which you want to use it as. But for now, we'll be learning how to set up an Android phone. So we'll just click on phone, and from here select a device whichever you prefer. One point to keep a note is that make sure that Play Store is available for the device, so that you don't have to install it externally to access Play Store. It makes the process of installing apps into device easy and simple. And the next thing is you can also go for screens of higher size. You can maximize or minimize the device as per your wish, but it's better to have a bigger size device from the start. So let me just click on the size twice, so it will give me the biggest size of the screen. And if you see, Pixel 3a has the biggest screen as in comparatively, along with Play Store. So we can choose this, and after that, once you click on this, click on next, and from here download the version of Android whichever you prefer. There is Pi, Q and R. So just in case if any of these things or updates or versions of Android is not applicable to you, if you click on it, it will show you at the bottom left that a system image must be selected to continue. So if it's not downloaded, you can just click on the download button besides the update and it will download it for you. It's usually around 1 GB, so make sure to have enough data with you. So since I've downloaded the latest version R, it's already there, so I can just click on it and click on next. After this, you'll be prompted with a screen where you can name the device. After that, you can change the startup orientation, that is how your device should start up, that is in portrait mode or landscape mode. It's preferable if it's in a portrait mode, but in case you are comfortable using landscape, you can just click on it and set that. I'll be going with portrait mode. And the next thing you'll have to do is disable this, which says enable device framework or frame. Basically what this does is it creates a frame of the phone, making it look like an actual phone. We don't want all the decorations right now, so we have to disable this. You can keep it enabled if you wish to, and click on finish. After that, you'll see a strip like this. All you have to do is click on this play button, green colored play button. A device will boot up. You can log in using your Gmail ID, and your touchpad will work as the touchscreen. Scroll up with 2 fingers to open the menu bar, scroll down to close it, and the same with notifications. Scroll down to open the notification bar and scroll up to close it. So all you have to do is go to Chrome, and once you open it, will give you a sign up prompt. Put in your email ID. Once that is done, you're ready to go. And we'll be talking about how to use this virtual Android device to perform your ethical hacking and how to manage this device in the coming videos. Hope you like this video. This is Bhagesh Codebeast signing out. Thanks for watching.